Good morning guys, it's March the 31st, I'm Henry Green from London Trading Group and I'm just going to run through what we're looking for in the current trading day. Okay, so Euro had a good old day yesterday, we're right back up at the highs now. This is kind of what we expected. On the day it makes a lot of sense here, we're making high lows and higher highs, so it made sense for me that this went up. But for me today, I think we've stopped at a key level up here and I think a pullback is overdue. So maybe, I think the next level down is 12.75, but I'm actually looking for 112.50. I think that's the next potentially good zone. So I'll be looking to trade it down to at least here. If it gets down to here, I'll probably take some off 112.50 and then be looking to run the next little bit on to down towards 112.20. I think that's the most sensible next level down. So I think that's the next good zone down in Euro. Obviously, if we do break through the highs, and I think actually if you get another close through 113.40 and then manage to remove the highs from 113.50 area, I think it's quite an easy overrun, and I think this probably shoots on past 13.90. We potentially go on to test 114.40, which is my next level up in the Euro. So I think that could be a good day today. It looks pretty straightforward as to how I'm going to play this. I think another 15-minute lower high, I'll sell through the lows, and then we're going to target somewhere down here. So I think that looks quite good in Euro dollar. So moving on to cable. What do we think for cable for the coming day? Well, very bearish day yesterday in cable. I think that's a really nice set for a short today. I really like that. That's probably my favourite candle formation on the day that you could possibly have, and so I'm definitely going to be playing the short side. So if I just put the current fib in, so we're going to go from here up to here, perfect 127 up there without a pullback. We are down now at the 38, but I just think that this goes even deeper. And what I'll actually do is on this 60-minute time frame, I'm just going to put the fib in on the downside. So if we put this fib in, where does this take us to? So that makes sense. I think we maybe have a little bit of a rally and then come off. Maybe we just test this. If you call this like a mini head and shoulders here, then we've got that at 143.70. So if we get back up there, I'll probably sell some. Also, the MPO of this double top, which a lot of people will be playing. So you've got to remember that there's a lot of retail traders in this market, and that kind of leads us back down towards just under 143. So I think that's probably quite a good target for today. A lot of things make sense there. So again, a lower high, and we go through 143.30, which is a bit of a level. I think potentially we see this come off again today. So where are we going to get to? Well, we are making now. This looks like another lower high. So if we're making lower highs and lower lows on the day, then we're potentially looking for it to go through this trend line and then potentially look lower. So yeah, I'm going to look to play this down to the D. So down to 142.90 exactly. I need a pullback in this one before I can take that. Otherwise, the risk to reward is just not there. It looks to be respecting this 8 EMA on the hourly chart so far. So potentially we could wait till it gets out there and then play the short side. But cable looks like it should come off today. I think although we have completed the 38, but that daily buy yesterday is very bearish. So I'm looking to sell that today. Nice daily close. Okay, dollar yen. What about dollar yen? So let's have a look at this one. Okay, so dollar yen, we're right down at the 61.8 in this one. Let's have a look at the day. What's the day saying? So the daily is saying that, yeah, another quite a bearish close. However, on the day, what I do like is the fact we've stopped at that 112 again. It does not like that area again. So if we fail at this, if we have another go at 112 and then we potentially break up, I'll be definitely looking to buy that. I might actually buy it on some on a rejection candle down here anyway. I like potentially when it gets down there for it to bounce towards 112 and then we see that rally, so I'll be looking to buy some of that. I think especially if we have a D down there, for them potentially to take back up towards the highs, back up to 114. So if we do round off here and make a higher low on the day, then potentially we are looking to see this then trade higher, and we could now, the D is leading us nicely up towards 115.90, 115.80 area. So I think that's probably quite a good zone. So let's see if we get back up there. As I said, I think if you manage to get down to 112, I think a buy down there is probably good, especially if you take some stops when it trades down there. So that's my ideas for dollar yen. Dollar CAD, I didn't really expect this in dollar CAD. I thought that was the key break there, and we've just come down to retest this low. If it fails to go through here and then we pop up through the highs, I think that's a really good trade higher. So just wait to see what happens here. It might want another go at these lows, so maybe we test 112.90 again. However, I think that was the big test now. I think we've done it. I think that was the test, the double test down there, and now we've got this big double bottom. So I'll actually be looking to trade this back up again now today. Not the most bearish close in the world. I think that rejection off the lows is quite significant, and we could now see this potentially trade higher. So I'm actually going to be looking for the buys in dollar CAD today. I think that makes sense. So kind of trend line in. I'm just going to play the ABCDs on the top side. So next level up, I'm looking back up towards 130.50. So I think that's probably quite a good zone in dollar CAD as a first target. I certainly don't see this as a sell yet. I think that we just have tested those lows. We've not managed to break through them, and often if it doesn't do it on the second time, you have one attempt at it, the second attempt at it fails, especially if you form something like a double bottom, you obviously then often then go up through the top. So that's why I'm going to wait to see what happens in dollar CAD, but certainly I think that looks quite a good level of support down there. So just like what I've just been saying, I think that that's probably a better clearance in Aussie, and you could see now this run on. What I do like about this is we've not had a 38 pullback on the day, so certainly if we get up to 77.50 area, I'd definitely be looking to sell this. We haven't had a pullback yet, actually, interestingly, but I think that that's probably a faster move. So on the hourly, it looks like it should be a sell from here. We're looking back down to 75.90 area, but on the day, I mean, it's quite a rejection off the highs, I suppose. Again, you have rejected off the 118, so this could pull back now. So I'm just going to wait to see in the Aussie dollar. What I could possibly do is I could put some. Let's have a look on the 15-minute. We could put a counter trend line in here. So if this was, what time was this at? Early in the morning. Okay, so we could have something like this in a nice lower high here, and potentially go through the lows. So if we close below, that's a key level there. So if we close below 76.30, I think that's then probably quite a good short in the Aussie dollar. But apart from that, that's what I'm probably looking to play. And the Kiwi, we've broken out on the top side, so that's pretty interesting. So I did actually see this coming. This is not completely alien. I thought a breakout was coming in this one. So if we play this now, where are we going to go? So we're up to here. Where's the D? D's here. So we've hit the next D without any sort of pullback. Okay, so now we're back into the buy zone. So if this manages to get back down, that's the actual daily D hit, I think. Nearly, yeah, basically that's hit on the day. So okay, I'm saying that maybe the daily D's hit as well now, guys. So that's pretty interesting for the Kiwi, and that's a key break. But I do like it short back down to 68.50. I think that's a given. Where's 68.50? So yeah, you get a really deep pullback in this one, and then it just goes on and tests the highs again. So that makes a bit of sense. I think a short down to there is pretty likely. Yeah, okay guys, it all looks a pretty interesting day today. I think pullbacks are probably due, especially in the euro. Kiwi looks like it could get back down to 68.50 to test that major level down there. But apart from that, yep, it looks pretty much like we should have a bit of a pullback today in the dollar. So it could be quite an interesting day and quite straightforward to play. So we'll wait and see that develop. Hope that's been useful. Click subscribe to never miss a trading video again, and happy trading. Thanks very much.